Some relationships are messy, some relationships are dramatic. And then there's Colt and Larissa from 90 Day Fiancé, a relationship so chaotic, so explosive, that the police were called multiple times. What started as an international romance quickly turned into screaming matches, emotional breakdowns, online drama, public humiliation, and one of the most toxic relationships in reality TV history. And the craziest part? Almost everyone watching could see the disaster coming from the very beginning. Because Colt and Larissa were never just different personalities. They brought out the absolute worst in each other. Today, we're breaking down the complete toxic story of Colt and Larissa, and how their relationship became one of the most unforgettable train wrecks in 90 Day Fiancé history. When viewers first met Colt and Larissa, the relationship already felt unusual. Colt was quiet, awkward, and socially inexperienced. He lived in Las Vegas with his mother Debbie and his cats. Meanwhile, Larissa was loud, emotional, confident, and extremely expressive. The contrast between them was obvious immediately, but despite how different they were, they became attracted to each other quickly. After meeting online, things moved fast, very fast, and almost immediately, both of them started building unrealistic expectations. Even before marriage, problems started appearing everywhere. Larissa expected a glamorous lifestyle in America. Nice clothes, luxury, financial stability. Meanwhile, Colt's real life was far more ordinary than she expected. He still lived with his mother. Money seemed tight. And the emotional dynamic between Colt and Debbie already made viewers uncomfortable. Because Colt and his mother seemed unusually attached, many fans immediately felt Larissa was entering a strange environment. One of the biggest reasons this relationship became so toxic was Debbie. Colt's mother wasn't just around, she was involved in almost everything. Living together created non-stop tension. Larissa often felt judged, isolated, and frustrated. Meanwhile, Debbie clearly disliked Larissa from early on. This created a toxic triangle inside the house. And instead of protecting his marriage properly, Colt often stayed emotionally stuck between his wife and his mother. That only made everything worse. Very quickly, viewers noticed something disturbing. Colt and Larissa couldn't stop arguing. Every conversation became a fight. Small issues exploded into emotional chaos. Money, attention, jealousy, respect, living conditions. Everything turned into conflict. And instead of resolving problems calmly, they attacked each other emotionally. Another major issue was communication. Neither of them truly understood how to communicate in a healthy way. Larissa became explosive when emotional. Colt became passive-aggressive and emotionally manipulative. This combination created a terrible cycle. The more emotional Larissa became, the calmer Colt acted. But many viewers started noticing something important. Colt's calm behavior sometimes felt calculated, almost like he enjoyed watching Larissa lose control emotionally, and that made fans increasingly uncomfortable. As the season continued, fans became obsessed with the drama. Every episode felt chaotic, every argument felt uncomfortable, and online, viewers started taking sides. Some believed Larissa was toxic and aggressive. Others believed Colt manipulated situations behind the scenes. But almost everyone agreed on one thing. This relationship was a disaster. Then everything escalated even further. Police became involved. This shocked many viewers because reality TV drama had now crossed into something much darker. Arguments were no longer just emotional. Now the situation felt dangerous and unstable. And after the first incident, fans realized this relationship might be beyond repair. One thing that made the situation even messier was social media. Larissa often posted emotional messages online during arguments. Fans followed the drama in real time. Suddenly, their relationship wasn't just reality TV anymore. It became internet chaos. Every fight turned public. Every problem became entertainment for millions of people. And that constant public attention only made things worse. At first, many viewers disliked Larissa. They thought she was rude, demanding, and dramatic. But over time, some fans started changing their minds. Why? Because Colt's behavior started looking increasingly manipulative. Many viewers believed he intentionally provoked Larissa emotionally, then acted innocent afterward. This created huge debates online. Was Larissa unstable, or was Colt quietly pushing her toward emotional breakdowns? Living with Debbie continued making everything worse. Larissa constantly felt like an outsider in her own marriage. Meanwhile, Colt seemed emotionally dependent on his mother. This created one of the strangest relationship dynamics in the franchise, because it often felt like Larissa wasn't just fighting with Colt. She was fighting against an entire emotional system inside that house. Then things escalated again. Another police incident, another public humiliation, another emotional explosion. At this point, the relationship looked completely broken. Trust was gone, communication was toxic, and the emotional damage between them seemed irreversible. Yet somehow, they continued trying to stay together. One of the biggest questions viewers asked was, why didn't they just separate? The answer may be emotional chaos itself. Some toxic relationships become addictive. The fighting, the emotional highs and lows, the constant drama. It creates a cycle where both people become trapped emotionally. And Colt and Larissa seemed deeply trapped in that cycle. Another reason the relationship became so infamous was humiliation. Their private issues constantly became public. Arguments online, police reports, reality TV footage, everything became entertainment. And instead of healing privately, their relationship collapsed in front of millions of viewers. As more episodes aired, Colt's public image changed dramatically. At first, many viewers saw him as awkward and harmless. But later, many fans started calling him manipulative, passive-aggressive, emotionally controlling. Some believed he enjoyed appearing calm while Larissa looked unstable, and that perception damaged his reputation heavily. At the same time, Larissa's emotional reactions also became impossible to ignore. She screamed, insulted people, exploded emotionally, and many viewers believed she needed to leave the relationship long before things became so toxic. Because no matter who viewers blamed more, the relationship itself clearly wasn't healthy. Then came another shocking moment. The police were called again. By this point, viewers weren't even surprised anymore. That's how chaotic the relationship had become. Every conflict felt dangerous. Every argument felt unpredictable. And fans realized this relationship had fully collapsed emotionally. Eventually, the marriage finally broke down completely. The emotional damage was too severe. The trust was destroyed. And both people seemed emotionally exhausted. What once looked exciting and dramatic had turned into something dark and unhealthy. After the breakup, both Colt and Larissa continued living very public lives. Larissa focused heavily on social media, cosmetic procedures, and online attention. Meanwhile, Colt remained controversial among fans. But even after separation, people still talked about their relationship constantly, because it became one of the most unforgettable disasters in reality TV history. There's a reason people still remember Colt and Larissa years later. Their relationship represented pure chaos, no stability, no healthy communication, no emotional safety, just non-stop tension and emotional destruction. And unfortunately, that made people unable to stop watching. Their story also reveals something important about toxic relationships. Sometimes two people aren't simply bad, they're just terrible together. They trigger each other's worst behaviors, and over time, the relationship becomes emotionally destructive for everyone involved. That's exactly what happened here. What started as an international love story quickly became one of the most toxic relationships in 90 Day Fiancé history. Police calls, public humiliation, manipulation accusations, emotional explosions, and non-stop chaos. Colt and Larissa didn't just fail as a couple, they completely destroyed each other emotionally along the way. And even years later, fans still debate the same question. Who was actually more toxic, Colt or Larissa? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy deep dives into reality TV chaos, toxic relationships, and unforgettable drama from 90 Day Fiancé, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos.